Hey everybody, this is the unboxing video for the Explorer Pledge box from the Brimstone Adventures Kickstarter. We're going to be cracking it open and showing what comes inside the box. Elian, do you have the big box? Let's bring it into view here. This is the Brimstone Adventures Explorer Pledge box. Let's get it open. So we've got the double wall cartons to make sure that it's protected. As we open it up here, get this out of the way. We've got some, looks like some plastic pieces to keep everything in place and protect. All right, and then in the corners, you'll see we've reinforced the corners on all the corners on the inside as well. Jason, do you want to grab the pieces out of here? What do we got?
Sure.
This is actually
material.
Our first look at this as well. So this just arrived from China. It's our first box off the assembly line here.
Yep. So this is all packing material. All right, so we have here, why don't we scoot this off to the side and we can pull out the individual parts. So this here, of course, is the Gates of Valhalla adventure set, introducing the Vikings into the Norse lands and whatnot. You can see here from the top down the cover of the box there. So this is the adventure set itself for Gates of Valhalla. All right, we also, of course, have the Valley of the Serpent Kings, and you can see these guys are pretty big, hefty boxes. They're really packed full of stuff, and this is the new box aspect ratio. It's a little bit taller, a little bit thicker than the previous core sets, but it's a little bit shorter side to side. So this has all of the basic stuff with the narrative campaign for the Gates of Valhalla and for the Valley of the Serpent Kings, as well as the heroes and everything you need to jump into those two. We also have here, we can slide these guys off to the side. So we also have here the Valkyrie Hero Pack. This is the Kickstarter exclusive hero Valkyrie that's themed for the Gates of Valhalla. And you can see here it is in the what would be retail packaging. This is, of course, a Kickstarter exclusive. And then the Kickstarter exclusive hero for the Valley of the Serpent Kings theme is the Cursed Eternal Hero Pack. So those are pretty cool.
Do you want to show the back of that one?
Sure. So you can see they're in the full what would be retail packaging. Of course, these are Kickstarter exclusive heroes. But you can see it's got the painted figures and shows some of the cards and whatnot. All right. Let's set these guys off to the side. We also have some of the stretch goal enemies. These were social media stretch goals, I believe. We've got the enemy pack for the Soteris Ravagers and an enemy pack for the Feathered Serpents. These guys are also in the full retail packaging. So you can see the the boxes show a bunch of the cards, the different figures painted and whatnot. And you can see both of them there. Pretty cool to see the actual packaging on these guys. All right. So we also have the Thunderforged Titan. So this was the big boss revealed that everybody got for the Explorer and Warlord pledges, and he's sort of a boss that's themed for the Norse mythology with the Gates of Valhalla. And this model is just massive. You can see here it's also in the full retail packaging. It shows a bunch of the cards on the back and a full painted version of the figure there. But just a gigantic figure. He's definitely a big boss for you to, have come out near the end of your campaign when your heroes have gotten a little stronger, a little tougher.
All right, that's the last thing in this box.
All right, so the last thing in the box for the Explorer Pledge here is the BAKS-1 box. So this is the printed materials and miniatures for the stretch goals that were part of the Explorer Pledge. So you can see here on the cover of the box, it says what comes in it. And so...
Do you want to go ahead and read them? Then
Yeah.
might be able to read it from that distance.
Sure. So it says here it comes with the Gates of Valhalla alt-gender heroes, the Valley of the Serpent Kings alt-gender heroes. So those are the other gender that doesn't come in the main adventure set. So, female Jarl, male duelist, that kind of thing. The Crimson Hand Dark Acolytes enemies, the Trun Gladiators enemies, and then some of the card packs. The Norselands Artifact Pack 1, Odin's Wrath Norselands Encounters, Spanish Fort Artifact Pack number 1, and the Dark Ambitions Spanish Fort Encounters. So we can go ahead and crack this guy open. You can see it's got the cool box art on the different sides of the box there. And let's see.
BAKS1, of course, is Brimstone Adventures Kickstarter 1, meaning box number 1. So, all
right. Slice that a little bit. All right, so in the box here, you can see there's the miniatures. So we have here the alt genders for the Viking heroes, the Gates of Valhalla heroes. We have the alt genders for the Conquistador heroes from Valley of the Serpent Kings. We also have the miniatures for the Crimson Hand Dark Acolyte enemies, and you can see there's six of those guys in there. And then we also have the miniatures for the Trun Gladiators. These guys are large size, so they're pretty giant. So part of the idea here was to have the alt genders for Gates of Valhalla, alt genders for Valley of the Serpent Kings, and then an enemy group that's themed for the Targa Plateau, which is the other world from Gates of Valhalla, and then some Crimson Hand cultists, which are kind of themed for the Spanish fort and whatnot for the Valley of the Serpent Kings.
the printed material from getting poked by the miniatures.
Keeps the miniatures separate. Let me pull that guy out. So you can see, we pull these off to the side here.
Okay.
Let's see. So in here we have a big card brick that you can see. There you go. It's the Explorer Pledge card brick. So it says right on there what comes in this brick of cards, and it's basically those card supplements we talked about earlier, and all the cards needed for the different enemy packs that come in this one. So, a nice card brick. We also have here, let's see, the rule sheet for the Trun Gladiators, and the rule sheet for the Crimson Hand Dark Acolytes. And then we also have the enemy record sheet for each of those. And then we have a counter sheet, which is part of the Dark Acolytes enemy pack. So this one's pretty cool. You can see it actually has little summoning counters for them when they're performing their dark rituals to try to summon in creatures. And it also has these cool giant-sized die-cut relic pieces that are used in the mission that comes with the Dark Acolytes here. You can see it's got a mission called Reliquary that comes with these guys. So it's kind of cool. They're big die-cut counters for that mission. All right, and then last but not least, we have a little pack of promo cards that are basically themed for these different sets. So one of the things we wanted to do was, because it took a little bit of extra time to get everything going for this, we made some extra cool promo cards to toss in that are themed. 2 of them for the Gates of Valhalla, and 2 of them that are themed for Valley of the Serpent Kings. So we have a golden plume, which is to stick a feather in your helmet for the conquistadors, and also a bottle of fountain water that's cracked. So it's kind of like the fountain water that the Cursed Eternals use, but it's just a one-use thing because it's cracked. So when it runs out, it runs out. And then for the Gates of Valhalla side, we have a forge hammer, which gives you a free attack, but also helps you in upgrading your items with Darkstone. And then we've got an extra powerful epic threat card for the Targa Plateau theme. So it actually has D3 Targa Librarians and a Perilled Eye of Centurions, which are some of the new enemies from the Gates of Valhalla set. So those promo cards are also in the pack. All right. So that is the contents of the BAKS1 box.
If we move these to the side here, I'll just put these out. Here's the card supplement, the Norselands. I guess I'll put it here. Norselands Artifacts 1. And Odin's Wrath. Spanish Fort Artifacts 1. Do you want to move that to the side
Sure.
a little bit? There. Dark Ambitions. This is a set of encounters for the Spanish fort. And then we've got all the cards for the Trun Gladiators. And all the cards for the Dark Acolytes of the Crimson Hand, including all of their arcane magic cards.
Yeah, the Crimson Hand Dark Acolytes are pretty cool. They actually have a deck of magic spells, of arcane magic that they can cast at you. And one of the things that makes them different from other spellcasters is that each model in the group actually has a chance to cast a spell at you every turn. So they can be slinging spells left and right. So the more of them there are out there, the scarier it gets.
So if we look at these, basically it breaks down into, these are Norseland cards, these are Spanish fort cards. This is new artifacts for the Norselands, this is new encounters for the Norselands, this is new artifacts for the Spanish fort, and new encounters for the Spanish fort.
Yep.
And then of course the cards that you get for the Trun Gladiators and the Crimson Hand Dark Acolytes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is
the Explorer Pledge.
That is the Explorer
the Brimstone
Pledge.
Adventures Kickstarter.
All right. And to all those who backed the Kickstarter, we wanted to thank you guys. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for supporting this project. And we're really, really exciting. We're really, really excited that the products are actually now getting out into the hands of backers. So
yeah, it's exciting to have things actually shipping and people getting them onto the table and getting to get their hands on this stuff. It's been a long time coming, and we're definitely excited as you are, to get these things into people's hands.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, everybody. Happy gaming.
Thank you.